My friends, imagine a life where every setback is fuel, every obstacle a stepping stone, and every challenge an invitation to grow stronger. We live in a world of constant chaos, filled with uncertainty, sudden setbacks, and difficulties that seem to emerge out of nowhere. For many, these challenges become overwhelming. Anxiety creeps in, and fear takes hold, paralyzing potential. But you are not like the rest. You are here to transform, to become something unshakable and unstoppable. The path forward is one of resilience, the mindset of a true warrior, and the courage to rise above it all. This journey will show you how to harness the power of adversity and use it to your advantage. Imagine the toughest moments of your life: losing a job, facing heartbreak, experiencing failure. These moments have the power to either break you or remake you. The difference lies in your mindset. Here, we will transform pain into power, turn setbacks into comebacks, and use suffering as fuel for relentless self-discipline. Together, we will learn to master our thoughts, reframe anxiety into excitement, and forge an unbreakable spirit. Let us begin the journey of becoming an unshakable oak amidst the hurricanes of life. Chapter 1. Embracing the Obstacle. A Stoic Path to Growth. The first lesson of the Stoic mindset is embracing obstacles. The world is inherently uncertain and ever-changing. Forces beyond our control will inevitably challenge us, attempting to block our path, demolish our goals, and shake our dreams. For many, this leads to despair. They feel defeated, but not you. For you, every setback is a platform to showcase your tenacity and resilience. Think of a heavyweight boxer taking relentless body blows. What separates a champion from the defeated is not just physical strength, but the ability to anticipate and absorb the blows and still have the resolve to fight back. Imagine losing your job. Do you retreat into despair, wallowing in fear and self-pity? Instead, you see it as an opportunity. You alchemize that loss into a chance to pursue the passion project that you've always dreamed about. Maybe it's that business idea you've been cultivating for years. You summon the willpower to make it real. The same applies to relationships. When a romantic relationship ends, many people find themselves shattered, paralyzed by loneliness, and unsure of who they are without their partner. But as a modern Stoic, you will see this as an opportunity to grow. You use the solitude to rediscover yourself, to strengthen your character, to become someone more resilient. No obstacle can restrain a mind determined to grow. Every impediment becomes an invitation to improve and to overcome adversity. Diverse example. The artist's struggle. Consider an artist whose gallery exhibition was canceled at the last minute. Instead of allowing disappointment to defeat her, she used the extra time to refine her work, creating pieces that would eventually receive critical acclaim. She saw the setback not as an end, but as a chance to grow and elevate her art. Practical exercise. Daily resilience practice. Each day, write down one obstacle you faced and how you responded to it. Reflect on how you can turn that obstacle into an opportunity for growth. Practice reframing setbacks as challenges. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Summary of key takeaways. Obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Embrace setbacks as platforms for growth. Resilience is forged by how you respond to life's challenges. Chapter 2. Transforming Fear from Paralysis to Power. Fear is a fundamental part of the human experience. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "He who is not every day conquering some fear has not learned the secret of life." Fear is natural. It's wired into our biology, a primal instinct meant to protect us from harm. But for many, fear becomes a paralyzing force, preventing them from living their fullest life. To live fearlessly is not to avoid fear, but to confront it and convert it into power. Imagine standing on a stage about to speak in front of an audience. Your heart pounds, your palms sweat, and fear grips you. A typical reaction would be to flee or stumble through the experience, but not for the Stoic. You take that fear, acknowledge it, and turn it into focused energy. The adrenaline becomes your ally, sharpening your senses and heightening your awareness. One specific story comes to mind. A young athlete, terrified before every major competition, used to let fear dictate her performance. One day, she decided to change her approach. Instead of seeing fear as a threat, she started seeing it as an indication of something important, a signal that she was on the brink of something meaningful. She embraced the fear, breathed into it, and allowed it to fuel her performance. Fear became her fire, and she went on to win championships. By reframing fear as an ally, you too can transform it into a force that propels you forward rather than holds you back. The scientist's breakthrough. Consider a scientist working tirelessly on a research project that kept failing. Fear of failure loomed large, but instead of giving up, she used that fear to push her forward, trying new methods and approaches. Eventually, her persistence led to a groundbreaking discovery that changed her field. Practical exercise, fear confrontation challenge. Identify one fear that holds you back. Take one small step toward facing it today. Practice deep breathing exercises when you feel fear arise. Use the energy to focus on the task at hand. Reflective question. What fears have held you back recently, and how can you reframe them as opportunities for growth? Summary of key takeaways. Fear is a natural part of life, but it does not have to control you. Reframe fear as a signal of meaningful challenges. Confronting fear builds resilience and strength. Chapter 3. The Art of Insane Self-Discipline. At the core of Stoicism lies the concept of self-discipline, an insane level of discipline that allows you to remain unshaken by the chaos around you. You must become the master of your mind, elevating reason above emotion and taking full responsibility for your reactions. Imagine someone at work facing overwhelming deadlines. Where others crumble under pressure, the Stoic stands firm. They breathe, focus, and do what needs to be done without allowing anxiety to take control. The highly disciplined person doesn't just show discipline at work, they embody it in every aspect of their life: fitness, diet, relationships. Where others make excuses, they make progress. Where others see obstacles, they see opportunities for growth. You must become the missile guided by an unbending inner resolve, one that cannot be swayed from its path. Consider another story. A business owner whose company was struggling financially during a market downturn. Instead of panicking and losing control, she employed ruthless self-discipline. She cut out unnecessary expenses, doubled down on productive efforts, and maintained a calm, stoic focus even when the future seemed uncertain. Her resolve paid off. Not only did the business survive, but it came out stronger on the other side. Discipline is the blade that sculpts excellence from raw potential. The parent's routine. Imagine a single parent raising 2 children while working full-time. Despite the demands, they establish a daily routine filled with discipline, managing work, household chores, and spending quality time with the children. This discipline creates stability, strength, and a thriving environment for the family. Self-discipline checklist. Create a daily schedule and stick to it, no matter what distractions arise. Identify one area in your life where you lack discipline. Set a goal to improve it over the next 30 days. Reflective question. What habits or routines can you implement to improve your self-discipline in your personal and professional life? Summary of key takeaways. Discipline is the foundation of Stoicism and personal growth. True discipline means embodying self-control in all areas of life. Ruthless self-discipline turns challenges into stepping stones. Chapter 4. Fearlessness in the face of adversity. Fearlessness is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. The Stoic warrior stands in the face of fear and moves forward regardless. There is a story of a firefighter who, despite feeling fear at every alarm, continued to charge into burning buildings to save lives. He once said, "The fear never goes away, but neither does my duty." For him, fear was a constant companion, but so was courage. He chose every day to rise above his fear, to conquer it, and to use it to sharpen his focus. In your own life, you must do the same. Whether it's facing a difficult conversation, making a life-changing decision, or standing up for something you believe in, fear will always be present. The choice you have is whether you allow that fear to control you or whether you use it to grow. Every time you choose to confront fear, you grow stronger, more capable, more resilient. And each victory over fear builds upon the last, creating an unbreakable foundation of courage. Practical exercise. Fear Mastery Journal. Write down a fear you faced today and how you overcame it. Reflect on how it made you feel stronger. List out the fears you have yet to face and create a plan to address them one by one. Reflective question. What is one fear you can face today that will help you grow stronger? Summary of key takeaways. Fearlessness is about mastering fear, not eliminating it. Courage is built by consistently confronting fears. Facing fear daily strengthens your resilience and character. Chapter 5, Lessons in Resilience, Alchemizing Setbacks into Triumphs. Life will throw unexpected challenges your way. It may be the loss of a loved one, a financial crisis, or a personal failure. In these moments, resilience becomes your greatest ally. The modern Stoic understands that setbacks are inevitable, but it is the response to these setbacks that defines who we are. Resilience is not about avoiding pain, it's about transforming it. Take, for instance, an entrepreneur who faced bankruptcy. He had poured his heart and soul into his business, only to see it fail. Many would have given up, but not him. He viewed the failure as a lesson, a painful but invaluable opportunity to learn and grow. He started again, armed with the knowledge of his previous mistakes, and eventually built a successful enterprise. Resilience is about getting up every time you fall and using each failure as a stepping stone to future success. Another example is a single mother who, after losing her job, had to figure out how to provide for her children. Instead of succumbing to despair, she found new ways to make ends meet, learning new skills and taking on freelance work. Over time, her efforts paid off, and she not only survived but thrived. Her resilience became a beacon of hope for her children, teaching them that no matter how tough life gets, there is always a way forward. Diverse example, the teacher's perseverance. Imagine a teacher facing constant budget cuts and challenges in her classroom. Instead of giving up, she found creative ways to engage her students, using limited resources to provide enriching lessons. Her perseverance inspired her students, who learned that setbacks can be overcome with creativity and determination. Practical exercise. Resilience building routine. Each time you face a setback, write down what you learned from it and how you can use that lesson in the future. Practice gratitude by listing 3 things you're thankful for each day, even during tough times. Reflective question. What setbacks have you faced recently, and how can you turn them into opportunities for growth? Summary of key takeaways. Resilience is forged through setbacks and failures. Every failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Gratitude and reflection are essential tools for building resilience. Chapter 6, Mastering the Mind. The Stoic Approach to Inner Peace. To live a truly Stoic life, you must learn to master your mind. The mind is the battleground where most of life's struggles are fought. Negative thoughts, anxieties, and doubts can cloud your judgment and derail your progress. The Stoic approach is to observe these thoughts without becoming attached to them. Acknowledge them, but do not let them control you. A powerful tool in mastering your mind is mindfulness, being present and aware of your thoughts and emotions without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you create a space between stimulus and response, allowing you to choose how to react rather than being driven by automatic impulses. This inner peace becomes the foundation upon which all other virtues are built. Practical exercise. Mindfulness practice. Set aside 10 minutes each day for mindfulness meditation. Focus on your breath and let go of any distracting thoughts. When faced with a negative thought, pause and ask yourself if it's helpful or true. Let go of thoughts that do not serve you. Reflective question. What recurring negative thought can you observe today without attachment? Summary of key takeaways. Mastering the mind is key to achieving inner peace. Mindfulness helps create a space between stimulus and response. Observing thoughts without attachment brings clarity and control. Chapter 7. The Power of Purpose. Living with meaning and intention. A Stoic life is a life of purpose. Without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to be swayed by every minor setback or distraction. But when you have a guiding purpose, you can navigate life's challenges with clarity and determination. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What do you want to achieve, and what kind of person do you want to become? Let this purpose be the compass that guides you through adversity. Purpose gives meaning to your struggles. When you face difficulties, remind yourself why you started, why it matters, and what you stand to gain. By aligning your actions with your purpose, you will find the strength to keep going even when the path gets tough. Practical exercise. Purpose reflection. Write down your core values and what you want to achieve in life. Revisit this list whenever you face challenges. Set a long-term goal that aligns with your purpose and break it down into small, actionable steps. Reflective question. How does your current path align with your core values and purpose? Summary of key takeaways. Purpose provides direction and meaning in life. Aligning actions with purpose helps overcome challenges. Reflecting on core values strengthens your resolve. Chapter 8. The final lesson, living the Stoic path. On your deathbed, you will not regret the fears you faced or the challenges you overcame. You will regret the opportunities you missed because you allowed fear to control you. The Stoic path is not an easy one. It demands that you face discomfort, confront your fears, and embrace discipline. But the rewards are immeasurable: freedom, fulfillment, and mastery over your mind and your life. The Stoic path is the path of fearless living. It is about waking up each day, ready to face whatever comes your way, not with dread, but with determination. It is about alchemizing every obstacle into an opportunity, every setback into a step forward. When you live this way, you become the architect of your life, rather than a prisoner of your circumstances. So, my friends, I leave you with this challenge. Choose the path of the Stoic warrior. Confront every fear, embrace every obstacle, and cultivate insane self-discipline. In doing so, you will discover a freedom that few ever attain. A freedom that comes from knowing that no matter what life throws at you, you have the power to overcome it. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, living fearlessly, and becoming the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. Reflective question. What is one change you can make today to begin living fearlessly? Summary of key takeaways. The Stoic path demands courage, discipline, and resilience. Living fearlessly means embracing obstacles as opportunities. True freedom comes from mastering your mind and actions,